Hi there, this is Beth from the Sterling Public Library, here to talk to you about a couple more books in our young adult collection. So the new one that I want to talk about is this one. It's called The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharpe, and this just came out last week and did not take me very long to read. This is a really, really good book. It's in the mystery genre, but it's really sort of a suspense novel. I will read you the first line. It was supposed to be 20 minutes. So, Nora, this is the main character in the book, Nora and her two friends go to a bank one morning to deposit some money that they raised for a fundraiser. But while they're in line, two men try to rob the bank. So they end up being caught in a hostage situation. So that's why it's suspense. The bulk of the book is the hostage situation. But what makes this book really interesting is the fact that Nora was raised, her mother was a con woman, and they went from con to con, and Nora was raised to be her assistant. And so at each different con, she would have to be a different girl, and her mother would groom her to have these different characteristics. That's The Girls I've Been. And it's interspersed with flashbacks from the different cons and the different girls that she's been, and it's kind of cool. I think, I don't know if you can see it here, that the pages of the flashbacks are actually kind of a different color. So I think that's kind of cool. But anyway, this book was really, really good. As I said, it's edge of your seat suspense, but it also really takes a deep dive into Nora's character, and you realize why she does the things she does and what she does, how she interacts with the kidnappers, or with the hostage takers, the bank robbers. Anyway, again, it's a good book. There is a little bit of abuse in it, in some of her memories, and a lot of bad parents, but some good ones too. So if you like suspense, this is a really, really good one. I loved it. The other book I want to talk about is this one. It's called Seraphina, and it's written by Hartman. And this was published in 2012. This is another, it's a fantasy novel. This is really good. If you like dragons, this is a dragon book. The first line is, I remember being born. So Seraphina lives in the kingdom of Gorid, and Gorid is a kingdom of humans, and then they've had a treaty with the kingdom of dragons for 40 years. Now, the dragons in this book are what you think, they're flying, fire-breathing monsters, but they also can fold themselves into human form and pass as human. And they're very smart, they're very logical. They kind of remind me of Vulcans from Star Trek, if you're familiar with those. They had strong, controlled emotions, logical. So Seraphina is a gifted musician, but she has a secret. She is half dragon. There's not a lot of love between the two species, even though there's been a treaty, but there's still a lot of animosity between them. So there's a murder at court, and then there's plots, and there's a lot of political intrigue, as well as other stuff that's going on between the two species of dragon and human. Anyway, it was a super good book. I loved Seraphina as a character. You really, really get to know her well, and she's very strong. And anyway, if you like fantasy and if you like dragons, definitely pick this book up. It is kind of long, but it didn't feel long, and it's well worth the read. It is a standalone, sort of. She did write a sequel, which you can read, but there's no cliffhanger or anything on this one. So there you go. That's a good one, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.